we now come to item 10 on the agenda, which is the adoption of the recommendations of the Emergency Committee on the 21st of May on the budget public consultation approach. I need a mover for that. Can I ask? Sorry, please. That's Councillor Cooper. Simpson. Can I ask for a seconder for that, please? Efeso. Collins, seconded. I'll just double check. Have I got Wendy Phillip on the call, or Tim Aiken, or Ken Aiolupatia? I may not, but this is, as I said, pro forma. We discussed this. I think it was passed unanimously by the Emergency Committee last week. So I'll just double check if there is anyone that wishes to make a comment or who wants to ask a question on this.
These items are wrong, or we don't have them in our agenda. So the last one wasn't in our agenda either. I mean, we know what the content is, but it's not in governing body.
Yeah, I've got the advantage of having a hard copy in front of me from the 21st of May. So this was about public consultation running from the 29th of May to the 19th of June. That feedback can be, I'm reading recommendation A, that feedback can be provided through written, telephone and digital channels. A3, regional and local reports will be prepared to provide a summary of public feedback received across all channels. A4, a summary of final decisions made will be prepared in July and widely communicated. So is everybody with me on that?
We don't have that yet.
Mr. Mayor, it's on the email emailed out by Sandra and in Councillor's email accounts if they can't.
Oh, thanks, John. Sorry, I'm going from Nexus. Thank you.
Okay, I apologise. I know this is rather confusing because of the way we've shifted from committee to governing body, etc. I just took the precaution of bringing the papers with me that we'd looked at last week, and I imagined that everybody was familiar with those. But my apologies if we haven't got it in the place that you were expecting. Okay, so the second part of the recommendations was to recommend to the governing body to delegate to the following elected members and staff the power and responsibility to engage with the public online for online webinar events as part of the consultation approach, and that was councillors, local board chairs and members, and Tier 2 and Tier 3 staff, and any additional staff approved by the Group Chief Financial Officer. So just to remind you all, we discussed this fairly fully last week, and I think it was passed unanimously. So this is pro forma in the sense that the governing body now has to approve what we, wearing a different hat under the Emergency Committee, decided last week. Okay, so are there any further questions or comments about that?
I'll make a comment, Your Worship, if that's all right.
Yep, Councillor Simpson.
I just want to make the point that I believe that Council have done all that they can under very extenuating circumstances to adopt our normal consultation process to fit with COVID-19 impacts. And I want to thank them for that, and I want Aucklanders to be made aware that we are doing everything that we can to ensure that they have an opportunity to have their say. This is extenuating circumstances. Our budgetary process for the next year has been turned upside down. COVID-19 has created fiscal uncertainty and has an unprecedented financial hole in our revenue. So we really need Aucklanders to be able to understand that and have their say. And they've been challenged because of COVID-19. They've been challenged and we've been challenged in being able to get that information across. So I think it's really important. Look, we will pass a consultation document. We've tried to make it easy, but at the end of the day, it's about communicating it's about communicating our problem and making sure that Aucklanders understand that problem and have the opportunity to feedback in a way that is easy for them. So I just want to thank the staff. I want to thank the my colleagues for assisting us, put together the best that we can under the circumstances, and let's get Auckland back on track and thank everyone for the work that they've done to date. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Simpson. Any other questions or comments? If not, I shall put the resolutions, the recommendations. All those in favour, please say aye.
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 To the contrary, no. Carried. Thank you very much. Now,